Hello, guys. It's good to be back again. And if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and share. So I'll be talking about the economic situation in Africa, the political situation. And please engage me on the comments so that we can converse and share ideas. And so today I'm going to be talking about the agriculture sector in Kenya. And today is not I'm not going to be criticized, but looking at something positive. Not much attention has been given to this sector of agriculture, the Khat, or famously known in Kenya as Miraa. But reading through the the statistics, it has a lot of potential because I was just going through some statistics and I saw that in 3 months, Kenya has made 4 billion Kenya shillings from just one market, from the Somali market. And there they are selling a kilo of Miraa of Khat at 3,000 shillings. And the head of the Miraa organization was saying they had exported 1.4 million tons, and that after every 4 days they export 81 tons. So there's a lot of potential in this market, and I'm very shocked that that wealth is not seen to go anywhere in terms of, especially if you go to the eastern side, the Meru region, it's still struggling with the social amenities. But this is a good sign because it shows that there's after the ban of Miraa from the European countries, really the Miraa industry in Kenya went down. And then we had a diplomatic row with Somalia from the former president, and the first thing they banned was Miraa because they understood that Miraa was a good cash cow for the Kenyan market, and it will inflict pain on the Kenyan citizen, which in turn probably will have to push the government to try and negotiate a deal with the Somali government. And that's what the former leader of Somalia was willing, or he wanted to negotiate a deal with the Kenyan government. And this came amidst that row of the issue of the line, of the borderline, where Kenya and Somalia went to court for the ICJ, even though Kenya said it will never recognize it. But there was tension there, and this also now affected the Kenyan market. But now, because the markets have been open, you can see within the first 4 months they've made 4 billion Kenya shillings. This is really good money because they are saying in a week they can make 200 million Kenya shillings on a good week. And to go even further, I can see that because of this inconsistency in the market, these bans, lifting of bans, the Miraa organization has looked for other markets like Djibouti. I hear Djibouti is a very interesting market because it requires a 5-year contract. Somalia is just no contract, you just apply, but Djibouti requires a 5-year contract, a commitment. They have specific measurements of the cut they want, the leaves, so they are very specific about what they want. I hear there's a delegation that came to Kenya to check on the whole process of farming, how it's handled. Israel is also another good market. Apparently, Kenya has been doing a pilot exportation of Khat since 2019, but now it's going full blast trying to export to Israel. Mozambique is also a good market, and also Angola. And if you see that now, because now Kenya is sending these products to African countries, it shows the possibility of the African continental free trade. And I'm going to do a video on the African continental free trade, where it's the single largest. It puts Africa as the single largest market in the world in terms of how many countries are involved and the size and the population involved. Because what the countries that have sent to the African continental free trade, what they have decided is that any goods that are coming from any part of Africa are not charged as external goods. Their tariffs are lower, and they are given priority over other goods. So this is to promote the trade amongst African countries. But we'll be looking at the African continental free trade, I'll try to decentralize it and look at it and see how effective it is, or if it's practical. But from what I've just read, just perused up, it's a very good, interesting, because it puts us at a path to like the European Union, because the European Union is the founding institution of, I'd say, of this kind of integration system, because they've had experience in integration, ups and downs. So, as we're just coming up, but the African continental free trade is a very, very positive thing. And going forward, I'd like to see, Miraa, the Khat product going everywhere in Africa if it's possible. Because if one country can give 4 billion Kenya shillings in 4 months, that's almost a billion shilling every month. It shows you there is much great potential, especially if you look at a country like Somalia, where is it economically, but you can see that it still has a potential for economic growth. So imagine if Miraa is being sent to countries like Angola, Nigeria, all these countries, the Miraa product might a bit be controversial for people who view drugs because of such thing, But if you come to Kenya, you realize that Miraa is more of a cultural thing. And it's not, the people who produce Miraa and use it don't use it as a drug. So there are two dynamics there. But on the economic sector, it's creating a lot of jobs. It's creating a lot of revenue, supporting a lot of families. So we need also to look at that and try to see how we can balance it. And when I was going through this, it was one of the things that, gave me hope about Africa and about Kenya. Remember, Kenya relies heavily on agriculture. Agriculture, it has the highest GDP, in terms of it's the highest earner of the government of Kenya. And this is an agricultural product. Apart from tea, avocado, and coffee, you can find that Miraa also is up there. And so I think this is a good trajectory. I just hope that, the people in Meru, they should now fully focus and try also to go scientific with this product, invest in research and development, not just to be planting and selling it, to come with their own breeds, to patent their own technology. When you buy these seeds for farming, these exotic seeds, they are patent, you can't replicate. So I think also the cat industry now should stop doing the business on a manual frontier. I just plant, put it in a pickup, and then I said, no. They should now invest heavily in R&D, because if they are making 4 billion Kenya shillings in 4 months, and plus other markets, it means they are making like a 10 billion, it's a multi-billion Kenya shillings. So they should hire, botanists, people who've studied plant science to study on the plant, and then to try and improve it, improve the quality, to try and improve the breed, how long it takes, to try and make it more resistant, and also come up with other products, probably a Miraa or a cat juice, an energy drink, to try and market and then add value add of the product, so that the whole industry now can become even $1 billion industry, can become a very big industry in the, can compete with ABL, because EABL, East African Breweries, controls the alcohol market in Kenya. So the Miraa can control its own section. And this will be great for the country. And as we know, a lot of foreign direct investments, because now this is the foreign direct money, because money coming from Somalia, Djibouti, Angola, Israel. Even Israel is a good market, because I'm sure the prices there are very different. So with this, it's a very positive thing that's going on here. And I hope that because of the ups and downs of the Miraa industry, of the European Union not accepting it, of the Somali issue, has forced Miraa traders really to hustle up the markets and look for markets. And this is what I want also, this drive to also follow the tea producing organizations, coffee, avocado, all these exporters, to be very aggressive, because I feel like the Miraa guys have been very aggressive, and I commend them for such an aggression. And this is very, very good news. Anyway, guys, please subscribe, like, and share if you're new. And till we meet again, thank you.